Hi everyone, and welcome to today's very special edition of Aunt Allie's Storytime. So today it is March 31st, and today it is National Crayon Day. Did you know that? Yeah, it's National Crayon Day. Do you have a favorite crayon that you use, a favorite color that you like to use when you color pictures? I always lean towards purple or green. Those are my two favorite colors. So I usually will always pick a purple and make sure that I have lots of purple in a picture when I'm coloring with my crayons. But since it is National Crayon Day, I picked a really cool story to read to you today. And the story that we are reading together today is How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. So How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. Perfect story for National Crayon Day. And the story was written by Monica Sweeney, and it was illustrated by Feronia Parker Thomas. We're going to find out what happened and why the crayons had to save the rainbow. So get comfortable and let's get started. How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. The sun and the clouds were best friends. They worked together to keep the earth warm and gardens growing. But of all the things they did together, their very favorite was making rainbows so that the whole world was colorful and happy. So there we have the sun and the clouds working together. You see all those rainbows? You see all those rainbows, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple? Yeah. Then one day, the sun and the clouds had a big fight. The clouds were blocking the sun, and the sun couldn't shine through to the earth. The sun went sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at the clouds, and the clouds went clap, bang, boom, back. They stopped being friends and were never in the sky together again. So that sun, he looks pretty angry. And they're not going to be in the sky together. They're far apart from one another. With the sun and the clouds far apart, it was scorching hot on some days and damp and cold on others. Because we know that sometimes when it's really sunny out, it's always nice when the clouds come in front of the sun so that it's not so hot and it gives us a little bit of cool. And when it's rainy and it's damp and cold, is that fun? No, I don't like cold, damp days. And worst of all, there were no more rainbows. Without rainbows, the flowers, streams, and even cities started to lose their color. And soon the earth was black and white. Look at that. Oh, that doesn't look very fun or nice, does it? I sure hope they become friends again. Hoo-wee. But in one little town, in one little school, in one little desk, there was one little forgotten box of crayons. And the crayons still had their colors. The desk rattled, shook, clambered, and clanked. All of a sudden, it toppled over, and the box of crayons tumbled out. So there, oh, look at that. You see the colors there? See the crayons and all the colors? Oh, I'm naked! Yippee! Get off me! I'm out of here. Woe is me. Hey, where are all the colors? So the black crayon doesn't want to come out of the box because he's naked. What does that mean? He doesn't have his wrapper anymore. And when they fell out, the orange crayon doesn't want the yellow crayon near him. And the green crayon says, yippee! And the red crayon says, I'm out of here. And the blue crayon, oh, woe is me. And there's my favorite, the purple crayon, and he says, hey, where are all the colors? Where did they go? The crayons started to search for the colors. They raided marker bins and tore through art projects, but everything as far as they could see was only black and white. Who made all the colors go away? The green crayon says, and he says, the blue crayon says, oh, this is so sad. And the red crayon says, this is terrible. And the orange crayon says, if oranges aren't orange, do I even exist? And the yellow crayon says, what about daffodils and butter? Oh, goodness gracious, if they don't exist, if the colors don't exist. The crayons looked out the window. The sun was all the way to one side of the sky looking very angry. And the clouds were all the way to the other side. They were looking real gloomy. I miss all the colors. We can't even draw rainbows together now. Wait, that's it. We need to save the rainbows. There's that purple crayon again. Boy, she's brilliant, isn't she? It's kind of why I like her. Smart thinker. Are you a smart thinker? Would you have thought of making rainbows again? So the crayons started drawing little rainbows all over town, but nothing happened. The sun and the clouds didn't seem to notice. So look at all the rainbows they're drawing. Yay for rainbows. We have to make our rainbows bigger, Violet said. Working together, the crayons drew and scribbled. They made the biggest, brightest, most colorful rainbow the world had ever seen. And look at the cloud looking kind of at the rainbow, and look at the sun is kind of like looking at the rainbow, kind of like they don't want to, but they're looking. They want to see what's going on here. Ever so slowly, the sun perked up and the clouds floated in for a closer look. The sun and the clouds both peered down, admiring the giant rainbow that the colors had drawn. What bright colors, said the sun. It's incredible, said the clouds. And they looked at each other with great big smiles. So look at them looking. Can you see them looking at the giant rainbow? What do you think's gonna happen? Are they gonna make up? Are they gonna be friends again? What do you think? Yeah, let's find out. The sun said to the clouds, remember when we used to be together all the time and make rainbows? The cloud nodded. I'm sorry for going clap, bang, boom at you. And I'm sorry for going sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at you, said the sun. What is that called? What are they doing to one another? What is that called? Apologizing. Yeah. They're both realizing they were wrong, and they're saying sorry to one another. It's better being friends, said the sun, and the clouds agreed. They hugged. The sun shined brightly, and the clouds misted happy rain. Ever so slowly, rainbows reappeared near and far, turning the world colorful once again. So all those rainbows that the crayons drew really helped. And look at the next picture. It's just a beautiful picture of all the color coming back, and the happy sun and the happy clouds and all the rainbows all over the town. And of course, there are my dogs being barky barkies. Something must be outside. But anyway, so what a great story about how the crayons saved the rainbow. And a really great story about friendship. Because sometimes when we're friends with people and friends, even our best friends, we kind of have disagreements and we kind of have arguments and we might not get along for a little bit. But it's always a good thing to think about that and maybe realize what you said might not have been a nice thing to say, might have been a little hurtful, and apologize. And if both people can apologize and come together like the sun and the clouds did, they can create beautiful things together once again. So because my dogs are being very loud right now, I am going to sign off on this video and this story, and I hope that you enjoyed it on National Crayon Day, and I will see you next time. So until then, sleep tight, peaceful dreams, and we'll see you next time.